Hello YouTube, Plays back once again for a very quick video on the Waking Titan Atlas V4 passes. Now I have seen so many comments from people on my YouTube channel, on Twitter, all over Reddit and the Facebook No Man's Sky groups asking what the hell are the Atlas V4 passes and how do they get one. So I've realised that I've been probably a little bit remiss thinking that most of you guys know already what the V4 passes are, and that pretty much everybody that's into No Man's Sky is also big into the whole No Man's Sky online community, things like Twitter and all of that. But of course there are a lot of people that have just loved playing the game since day one and haven't really got involved with Waking Titan and haven't really heard about it up until now. So this is just a very quick video to explain what the Atlas V4 pass is, and also how you might still be able to get your hands on one. Even if you've missed everything to do with Waking Titan up until this point, there is still a chance that you will be able to get your hands on one of these awesome little cards for your No Man's Sky collection. So what is the Atlas V4 pass? Loads of you have been asking how to get one, what do they do, why haven't you got one even though you've been playing the game since day one. I've seen people say, I pre-ordered the game, I deserve one of these. It's not fair that some other people are going to get cool in-game items and unlockable content that I can't get just because I didn't play along with the ARG and get my hands on one. Well, first of all, I just want to say don't worry about that too much. It doesn't affect anything in the game directly, so you're not going to unlock a beta code or anything like that. You're not going to get some crazy unlockable item that nobody else can get unless you've got one of these passes. It's more, think of it more as a collectible cool piece of memorabilia for people that were a part of Waking Titan. Like a nice little bit of No Man's Sky history. It's a really cool looking thing, and it commemorates the Waking Titan ARG for those people that were involved or have been involved, or hopefully some of you that might get involved from now on. But it's not going to do anything directly in the game as far as we can tell, so don't worry about that first of all. Now the big question, for those of you that are late to the party, that haven't been involved with Waking Titan, they're a bit lost and don't know what's going on, don't worry, you're not too late to get involved. You can still be a part of all of this. First of all, go and sign up to what used to be the ETARC forum. So you probably heard people mention that if you've been looking at a couple of the videos. That's now the Atlas Citizen Science division, so it was rebranded as part of the ARG. And I'll put the link in the description and the pinned comment. So you can go there, sign up, join that, and you can see all the kind of discussion as it happens and all the investigation, and find out all the latest news as it's happening on there, and also just talk to other people that are interested in No Man's Sky and the ARG. So that's step number one. Sign up to CSD, become a citizen scientist today. Now step two, if you also want to get involved, and this is the important bit, if you want to have a chance to get your hands on an Atlas V4 pass, and also potentially some other cool stuff that Hello Games and Alison Smith might be giving out as we go on through Waking Titan and in the future as well, then this is what you need to do. Go to the website wakingtitan.com. Now, on the website wakingtitan.com, there are a whole bunch of little glyph codes at the bottom of the screen. So these are the little white symbols. I will put up now on the screen a list of the passwords for each of those little glyphs. So all you have to do is tap on the glyph, it will pop up with a little box for you to put in a code, and the passwords are on screen right now. 1 to 10, they're all of the ones that have been unlocked so far. So you can type those in and they will turn red, and you've basically unlocked those glyphs. If you do that straight away from 1 to 10, you're already caught up with everybody else. That's as far as we've got, and you can carry on from here. If you want to pay more attention and try and solve the glyphs as they happen, you can do that. Or if you just want to wait for other people to solve them and then put them in once they're around, that's fine as well. A lot of people do that. It's up to you what you want to do. But that will get you up to where we all are today. Now the second thing that's really important on wakingtitan.com is once you've put in all of those 10 glyphs that have been unlocked at the moment with the passwords I shared, you will then be able to type in the word status and you'll get a link. Now this link is super important. This is where you can do a survey and give your personal home address. So you can do that. It won't be shared with anyone other than Alison Smith and Hello Games, but you can submit your address there for a chance to get any leftover materials. We're assuming what they mean by that is any leftover stuff that's been part of the Waking Titan ARG so far. So if they've got any spare Atlas V4 passes, that's probably going to be the way to get your hands on one, and it's also the way to give your address for any future drops that they might do. And also they've said leftover lab materials, so there might be other cool stuff that we don't even know about yet. So maybe they've got spare PDF documents, drafts, prototypes. It could be anything, we don't really know, but there's other cool stuff that they obviously want to give away at this point. So this is where you put your address in. Please go and do that, and that's how you've got your chance to get an Atlas V4 pass. Even if you've missed it all the way up until now, you might still be able to get one, and if not, you might be able to get something else really cool going forward. So yeah, go and do that. Now It's not as easy as it sounds. So if you click on the link there on the wakingtitan.com website, the survey that you see will look like this. So you'll come to this landing page. Now if you go here, click on the start button, it comes up with a whole list of questions. Now, most of these questions on here are just general feedback questions. So this is Alison Smith and Hello Games asking for feedback on what they've done so far in the ARG, which bits of it people liked, which bits of it people didn't like, any suggestions that we have. So if you have been involved, or if you just kind of haven't been involved and there's a reason why, maybe there's something you didn't like, maybe you thought it was too complicated, this is a good place to go and sort of voice that feedback. You can actually choose, there's a question here that says, how challenging would you like the next phase to be? So if you've found all of this like crazy difficult and that's put you off, maybe you want to go and select it down to number 1. Or equally, if you're like really wanting to get into this fully blown and you think you're super smart and you want to solve loads of difficult puzzles, then maybe you want to put it as really difficult. Who knows? I think I put mine somewhere in the middle because I'm really into it. I'm on the ball most of the time, but I'm also a little bit stupid, so didn't want it to be too difficult, but we'll see what happens. I'm guessing they'll take all the feedback, they'll see what everyone says, and then that might actually change how they do things going forward, which you can only assume is the reason why they're asking for the feedback at this point. So that in itself is pretty cool. Now, I know, the bit that you're waiting for, the bit that you're interested in, how do you give your address? How do you get an Atlas V4 pass that's been left over? How do you sign up for other cool stuff? Now, the 6th question on here, this is the important one. So the 6th question says, what is the answer? And it's an optional question. It's actually the same answer as the answer for the 10th glyph. So you can type in REM sleep with a capital S, capital REM space, and then LEEP in lowercase. Or you can also just type in the word REMS. So REMS, all capitals. Either of those answers works, both of them are acceptable. If you type those in, I will just do that now to show you exactly what I mean. So if you type them in there, you'll then get this secret question, which is a 7th question that unlocks. So that's pretty cool in itself, but this is actually the good one because it says, leave us your email if you are interested in any leftover materials from Lab 319. So I'm pretty sure that what they mean by that is they've got some leftover V4 passes. If you put your address in there, you've still got a chance to grab one of those. And I hope you do get one because they're super cool. And I'm still waiting for mine at the moment. So I feel you. I feel the frustration of just like wanting to have one. I'm hoping mine arrives in the post. I'm in the UK, so they haven't shipped here yet. But yeah, fingers crossed I'm going to get my hands on one, and hopefully you guys can too. And that will be you all caught up with everyone else, and your address has been given to them now, so that if they do give anything away in the future, you've got a chance of getting it as well. So that's it. I mean, I've made loads of videos on what Waking Titan is, so if you're still a bit lost on, okay, cool, you're caught up with us now, but what does it all mean? How have we got here? What have the puzzles been? What is this all about? How does it link to the game? Don't worry, I've got you covered. There's a whole playlist on my channel dedicated to Waking Titan. So if you go to that playlist, it's the Waking Titan ARG No Man's Sky coverage playlist. You'll be able to see a whole list of videos that I've made right from the beginning phase all the way up to where we are now, covering things like the update when it happened, my predictions as we were going through, very nice simple summaries of what happened in the previous phases as well, and also any other sort of news and stuff that's happened in between. So if you go there, watch those videos, you'll then be fully caught up. Also, like I said, go and join the CSD website forum. That's a really good source of information as well. A lot of people in there are discussing things and figuring things out as they happen. Obviously on YouTube, you have to wait for someone to figure it out, then make a video, then edit it, then render it, then get it uploaded. So there's a little bit of a delay. I try and bring all the news to you as quickly as I can. But if you really want it super quick, Twitter's pretty good. If you follow a load of No Man's Sky people on there, just search for the hashtag No Man's Sky and you'll find loads of us, or the hashtag Waking Titan if you're specifically interested in this. Follow a load of people. Peaceful Gamer is a really good source of information that I use quite a lot. The glyph codes that I shared with you there, he actually retweeted and he posts stuff like that all the time. So if you're trying to catch up, if you've missed anything, he's definitely a good account to go and follow. And also make sure you're part of the forum. There's also things like Discord and Reddit if you want to try those as well. I personally prefer eTark and the CSD forum, but that's just me. Whatever you like is kind of up to you. There's loads of cool sources of information if you want to be a part of this going forward, and all of them have a really great community. So yeah, go and do that, do all of those things. Hopefully you'll get picked and you'll receive an Atlas V4 pass that's been left over, and hopefully we'll get some other cool stuff that we don't even know about going forward as well. That's it from me, guys. Hope it was helpful, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care, guys, and peace.